Hey everybody, welcome back to the Real Talk podcast where real people talk about the real. And as y'all could tell, today we're in a different setting. I wanted to switch it up for y'all. I wanted to see if y'all would like this setting more or if you guys would like the other settings more when I'm sitting on the bench or when y'all could see, the full body. Y'all could see the full background. It's a beautiful morning out today. God bless me with waking up early. God bless me with another day of breathing. So I wanted to come out here, take advantage of that early start. I'll show y'all real quick what it's like out here today. So we got the sunrise coming up. It's a beautiful morning, like I said. If we go over here, this is why I have to get out here early and get these done, because as y'all could tell, there's a little path that people could walk. And I want to be I don't want to be taking up this path. So, I came out here nice and early morning. I woke up at like 4 a.m. today, and I wanted to come out here and get this done before other people could be out here. I didn't want anyone to feel like they have to walk around or, feel like I'm kind of taking advantage of this space or whatever, the case may be. Some people don't like being on camera, and I just wanted to respect that. And yeah, so today's episode 9. We're almost at episode 10, y'all. I'm excited. As y'all can tell, I got a little bit more energy today. Like I said, we got an early morning, early start. I got some breakfast. I got some Starbucks, and I feel good. I feel nice. I'm excited for this new background. Y'all will be able to see the sunrise behind me, and this is going to be nice. I'm going to be able to talk, walk around if I feel like it. You feel me? I just feel more free. I feel like this video is going to be a little bit better. I'm excited, and I hope y'all will enjoy it. And like I said in the last episode, today's topic is going to be fear, and basically how fear will provoke you in ways. Fear will stop you from doing things in your life. And yeah, so today I want to touch up on fear, and I think this is going to be a great episode. Like I said, it's nice that I get to come out here in this early morning. God bless me with that. God bless me with not fearing coming out here early. God bless me with not fearing getting up early on a day off. So yeah, I want to say thank you, God. And I got to start this morning with the prayer as I was walking over here. Yeah, so I hope y'all can hear the birds out. I hope y'all will be able to hear it. If not, then that's not too bad either. We still got a nice view in the back. Y'all will still be able to get to see the sunrise, And oh yeah, let me give y'all a little fit breakdown. You feel me? We got the Timbs on, some baggy jeans. You feel me? Carhartt, and then y'all know the usual. We got a long sleeve under and a beanie. Today we're a little bit more prepared. The last episode I did want to be an hour, but I will not lie to y'all. It was cold, and I thugged it out through that, and I feel like that was a testament to how willing I am to get these episodes out. So y'all will see that episode. That's going to be on the book Think and Grow Rich. And yeah, let's just jump straight into it. Let's start talking about basically how fear can provoke you. We'll start with that, because I want to how fear will control your life is a whole different thing. Hopefully y'all can't hear this plane coming over us today. Like I said, it is an early morning, so let me show y'all real quick. They're real low to the ground, but yeah, so basically what I want to talk about today is how fear could stop you from doing so much in your life. Basically how fear could stop you from achieving your goals. Fear could stop you from taking those steps to get those goals done. Fear could stop you from becoming great. And how fear can provoke you to do things because you fear them. Let me think of a good example real quick. So let's say, for example, you're in an altercation, and someone fears dying, so they shoot another person. They take another person's life, right? That's them doing that out of fear. They fear that person might take their own life. Or, another example is people fear other men, so they don't go and talk to them, or they don't want to get in an altercation with them, like bullies, right? For example, people fear standing up to a bully. That's why a bully usually gets away with what they do, right? These are just simple examples. And the man shooting another man or woman shooting another woman, that's literally because fear will provoke you to do that. Fear will provoke you to do drastic things at times. Fear will stop you from doing things. Fear will stop you from achieving those goals. So yeah, I think that's huge. I think fear is something that it took me a while to get over, and I'm just now getting comfortable with fear. I'm just now being able to let fear just kind of get out of my mind, put that behind me, and not let things. If I fear it, I feel like I want to do it more now. I'm more motivated to do it. I would like to say that God blessed me with that, because I was able to understand that basically I need to realize that fear will control my whole life. I feared getting over my traumas. If I keep it real with y'all, I feared cutting off people. I feared not having a big friend group. I feared not having girls in my life. You feel me? Basically, another thing I want to touch on is basically how fear will control your whole life, right? I put in my notes right here, right? Fear of people judging you, fear from people who don't understand and aren't doing what you want to do or where you want to be. Control what you can control. You can control your fear if you're able to basically confront that fear. If you're able to admit that you have fear as a person. Fear is a normal human thing. So for you to sit here and think that you can't fear things would be wrong. But you could build a strong enough soul, you could build a strong enough personality to where you won't allow people to basically control you with your fear. You could do that. And if you're willing to do that, you will become great. So let's touch up on basically how fear can control your whole life. So the ways fear can control your whole life is because you're going to stop yourself from taking the extra steps of doing things. You don't want to be seen as a tryhard. You don't want to leave that person in that relationship because you fear being lonely. You don't want to not be friends with people because you fear being lonely. You don't want to cut off friends, family, girlfriend, boyfriends, males, females, whoever you like. You don't want to cut off those people in your life because you fear being lonely. But like I said in the lonely chapter episode, loneliness is something that could be powerful, right? So yeah. If you fear doing it, you should do it more. If you fear cutting off people in your life, you should do it more. If you fear cutting off your family, if you fear cutting off your boyfriend or girlfriend, if you fear cutting off your friends, you should do it more. Because guess what? There's a reason that you fear that. If it's true friendship, true familyship, true relationship, you should not fear it, right? I think that's huge, y'all. And I think if y'all want to grow as a person, you'll have to confront your fears. Fear stops you from becoming successful. Fear stops you from being indifferent. Fear stops you from basically cutting off people, not doing what's normal. Because the normal thing is to stay friends with people, even to go through the hardships. But no, I think if things are meant to be, it will naturally flow. I think if things are meant to be, you won't fear it. Like I was saying in the beginning of the episode, I could have feared coming out here. I could have feared people walking through this path and getting in the way. But no, I don't fear that. Because why? If they get mad that I'm right here, I'll be like, you could go around. If they fear that I'm right here, I'll just be like, oh, you can walk through. I'll cut it out. That's the first thing I would say. You can walk through. I'll cut it out. You could trust in me. You could go look up my YouTube and you'll see that I'll cut it out for you, because this is not my space. But guess what? I came out here early. There's nobody out here. Like y'all will be able to tell, there's nobody walking this path right now. This path's kind of hidden anyway. I'll show y'all the way that I get through here is not, it's kind of a hidden path. Like I said, there's this path that everyone walks. And me, I have this hidden path that I like to walk. And I'm going to show y'all real quick. I hope y'all don't mind. So basically on the other side of these woods, if you want to call them woods, would be another pathway that I like to walk. Y'all could kind of see it, right? If you go up there, that's another pathway. But I like to walk through here. I think right here is just a lot more peaceful. Sometimes I'll come out here, just reminisce, ponder. And as y'all can tell, the water is soothing to hear. So yeah, this is kind of a hidden pathway, but I could have feared coming out here. I could have feared getting this episode done out here, and I could have feared people walking through, and I could have been like, I don't want to do that, I don't want to intrude on other people. But no, guess what? I came out here and I got it done because I somewhat feared it. So I thought, oh yeah, let me do that more. That's more of a reason why I should do that. What I mean by let me do it more, that's more of a reason why I should come out here and get this done. It's cold. That's more of a reason why I should come out here more prepared. I understand where I'm having my shortcomings, so I'm making up for it. I'm coming out here and I'm getting these episodes done for y'all. Fear will control your whole life if you're not willing to confront your fears. If it's something you fear, you should be willing to do it more. If it's a decision you fear, you should want to do it more. Business decision, life decision, relationship decision, friendship decision, familyship decision. If you fear it, do it. Because when you do it, you're going to realize and you're going to feel a lot better, because you're going to realize that you're already a stronger person because you feared it and you still did it. And I think that's huge. One thing that I fear is, like I said, talking to women. But guess what? I'm reading this book right now, and I'm not going to show y'all because I'm going to go over this book, and this book is great. If I show y'all now, y'all might look into it or whatever the case may be. But this book is really teaching me I should stop fearing that, because I'm allowing the women in my life that have traumatized me to control that. I'm fearing going up to women. I'm fearing approaching women because because of the traumas that I'm not willing to confront. But guess what? I've already confronted those fears. I've already gone through those fears, and I realized that. And I'm a strong person because of that. And I realized that those traumas don't control me. I used to fear confronting my traumas. I used to fear admitting what I did wrong as a person. I used to fear admitting where people wronged me, and I used to fear losing friends, losing family, losing women in my life, meaning girls I might have been talking to at the time, or whatever the case may be. But guess what? I did it because I feared it, and I feel so much better. I'm a better person, and I don't care what anyone thinks. I don't care what family thinks. I don't care what my friends think. And I think once you really understand that, you will realize that you will have a different light to you. You will shine differently. People will be more willing to talk to you. People will be more willing to confront you because they're going to notice he's different. He's different from everybody else. And that's something that attracts women if that's what you're worried about. That's something that will attract friends if that's something you're worried about. And once you realize that, if you don't let fear control your life, that you will be already a better person. You'll be better than the average person. People fear going beyond average. People fear working out. People fear getting out here and getting videos like this done. People fear going on the internet and talking about these things. That's why I said this is the Real Talk podcast, where real people talk about the real, because I want to talk about the topics that people fear. I want to have the hard takes that people fear talking about. I don't want to be able to let fear control me. I don't want to be someone that lets fear control me from not dropping a video. I don't want to be able to not voice my opinion or voice my life traumas or voice my story because I fear what other people might say. I fear what my family might say, because why am I going to let other people tell me how I'm supposed to feel? Like I said in the last episode, when I was reading the book Think and Grow Rich, he says the average person fears failing at plans. The average person isn't persistent enough to get their things done in life because they fear failing, right? That's more of a reason why you should do it. If you fear it, you should do it. If you fear making a plan in the first place, you should make that plan tenfold. You should make that plan over and over and over again. Once you fail, get up again, make a new plan. That plan obviously wasn't going to work in the first place, but at least you took the steps to do it. Once you take those steps to do it, fear no longer controls you. Once you take those steps to leave that partner, once you take those steps to leave that friendship, that familyship, whatever it is stopping you, you will realize that you will be a stronger person. If you let fear control your life, you will not be a strong individual. If you let fear control your decision making, you will not be a good businessman. If you let fear control your mindset, you will not think and grow rich. That's something that he talks about in the book Think and Grow Rich that I think is huge. And I think y'all could learn a lot from reading that book. Y'all could learn a lot from confronting your fears. You fear hitting the gym. You fear going out on that run. You fear coming out here on these early mornings, going on a walk. You fear watching the sunrise. You fear having some joy in your life because you think you're not deserving of it. Like, come on now. You're just making excuses. You fear it. That's why you're doing that. That's why you're making those excuses, because you fear it. Fear is a very strange thing. Fear often will control your decision making. Fear often will control what your outcome of life could be, right? People go through life fearing things. That's why when they die, they regret their whole life. I think that's something that's huge. I think fear controls people's decision making, meaning fear controls people's decision of cutting those people off in their life that are holding them back. Fear stops you from cutting off those friends. Fear stops you from leaving that relationship that's not working. Fear stops you from cutting off that family that might be stopping you or might ridicule you for doing something, Fear stops you from doing something because you think other people might think it's weird for you to do that. But no, why should you stop because other people have something to say about it? Why should you do that? You want to know why you do that? Because you make excuses. You make excuses because you fear doing it. Fear is the barrier between you and your dreams. Fear is the barrier between you and your goals of life. If you fear it, you should do it. If you fear cutting off those people, you should do it. Why should you fear what other people have to say? Why would you fear what people might think of you? Because you might want to go do something different. Why should you fear being different? You shouldn't. If you fear it, do it. And once you do that, you're going to realize you will feel way better. You will live a life of fulfillment instead of a life of regret. If you live a life of fear, you will live a life of regret. I truly do think that. So I guess y'all could really understand how I really feel about fear now. Y'all could really understand what I really think about fear. I let fear control my whole life. I let fear lead me to live a life of regret for a long time. I no longer want to do that. That's why I came out here and I started this podcast channel. I hope anyone could watch this. I hope anyone could gain something from this. And I hope y'all can understand that I don't really care. That's why I'm able to do it. I might have feared it at one point, but guess what? That's what got me out here. That's what got me motivated. That's what got me out here doing it. If you fear it, do it. If you fear it, do it. I don't know how many times I gotta say it to y'all, bro. If y'all fear it, do it. Once you realize that you live a life of fear, you will realize that you're able to confront those fears and you're able to go through with doing what you want to do, even if you do fear it. You have to realize that fear will control your whole life. You have to realize that fear will lead you to make the irrational decisions of life. Do you want to live a life of regret? If you do, then keep fearing things and keep not doing what you want to do. But if you don't, guess what? If you fear it, you will do it. If you fear it, you will do it. If you fear it, you should do it. If you fear it, you should do it. I have to say these things multiple times so y'all can really understand. This is the real. This is the real of it, y'all. This is the Real Talk podcast where real people talk about the real. These are things I struggled with. I let fear control my whole life. I let fear control me from confronting my traumas, confronting things I didn't want to talk about, confronting things or people at that. I feared talking to people about how they made me feel. I feared cutting off women. I feared doing things that I wasn't comfortable doing. But why? That's a weak mindset. If you don't want to be a weak-minded person, then if you fear it, you will do it. And I hope y'all could really gain a lot from this episode. I hope y'all can understand that fear will control your whole life if you allow it to. But if you don't allow it to, you will live a life of fulfillment instead of a life of regret. A life of fear is a life of regret. A life without fear is a life of fulfillment. I truly do think that. And I truly do think if y'all are able to apply this and are able to take something from this, that you will be a greater person. If you're able to confront your fears and realize that fear is a normal human emotion, fear is something that everyone goes through. But once you're able to control your fear, and once you fear it and realize that you should do it because you fear it, you will be a stronger individual. You will be a better person. You'll be a person that lives a life of fulfillment instead of a life of regret. If you fear it, do it, y'all. If you fear cutting those people off, do it. If you fear what other people might have to say, stop fearing it. Just do it. And I truly do think that. And once y'all realize that, y'all will be a stronger individual. And I hope y'all could take a lot away from this episode. I hope y'all can understand a little bit about fear. And I hope y'all will stop letting fear control you from not getting done what you want to get done in life. Fear is the barrier between you and your dreams. Fear is the barrier between you and your goals. And once you realize that, you will live a great life. And guess what? Stop fearing it and just do it. If you fear it, do it. If you fear it, do it. So yeah, y'all, this is the Real Talk podcast where real people talk about the real. And I want to say thank y'all for watching and thank y'all for listening to me today. Like I said, it was a great morning. Let me know what y'all think about the backgrounds. I'm gonna show y'all one side of it and then the other side. And yeah, let me know in the comments what y'all think about fear. Let me know what you guys struggle with fear. You know, I'm here to help y'all, and y'all are here to help me. And I want this to be a community where everyone helps each other and where everyone doesn't live a life of fear. So yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all don't want to do that, at least leave me a little comment letting me know what you think about the video, what you didn't like, what your opinion might be, because guess what? I don't fear what you guys have to say. So yeah, be open-minded. Say what you want to say how you feel, whatever it is. Let me know in the comments how y'all's day is going, how y'all morning is going. And yeah, I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. So yeah, bye y'all.